So Belair is back this week with episode 5, and we see Will training really hard, and he's talking to Jackie, and she's telling him that he's gonna have to swim, and the difference between him and the other guys is that the other guys are way hungrier for it than him. Back at school, Will and Carlton are both nominated for the Founders Award. The BSU nominated Will, and Carlton thinks that the BSU captain did this out of spite. But she's like, look at it as two black students both got nominated for the first time. But all the pressure of this, Carlton already thinks that Will pretty much succeeds in anything that he does. So he kind of has a lot of pressure on him right now. And in this episode, he was tempted with cocaine again because the dude kind of knew that he wasn't good and he was under pressure. So the white devil came in and tempted him with the white powder. Earlier in the episode, it's alluded that he flushed it, but later on we see that he still has it. And he doesn't take it yet, but eventually he probably will. And now Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil know that he had another panic attack at school, so he has a lot weighing on him right now. Miss Hughes is gone back home for the teach, and now Ashley need a new storyline. Hillary is icing Ivy out. She's trying to show the house that she could get things done and get brand deals without Ivy. Aunt Viv is hosting an art show, and at that art show, Hillary invited her ex, LaMarcus, to get a party more buzz, and it did just that, and she sealed the deal with Simple Lemonade or whatever it is. But in the midst of all that going on, Jazz wasn't aware that LaMarcus was her ex, and he's kind of feeling some type of way about it. That's her ex, and I guess he kind of feels like he doesn't fit into their world. So he kind of ended up ghosting her at the end of the episode. But he probably comes back around eventually. Opposites attract. That's why they like each other so much. Maybe Jazz kind of felt threatened because dude is a basketball player and he's tall. And I guess he kind of felt threatened because he has a record shop. I think they're going to make it through this stumbling block. Uncle Phil is going to lunch to meet with a client, Gavinson, but his ex, Erica, comes to meet him instead. And she informs him that she took his client, but a way that he can get him back is to come work for her and become a senior partner. And they're catching up with each other as well, and she reveals to him that she's had 2 failed marriages, no kids, and she didn't choose the right guy. So it's basically alluding that the good guy got away, which is Uncle Phil. But Uncle Phil is a married man. He's married to Aunt Viv. But later on, he tells G about the situation. And G's like, when are you going to tell Viv? And he's like, it's nothing to tell. So it's nothing to tell yet. I feel like he should tell his wife. At the same time, if he does, it probably gets shut down immediately from jump. But at the same time, it probably needs to. Because I don't think that this is going to go in a good direction. And in season 1, Viv was with Gary, Michael Ealy character. Well, they wasn't together, but she never, he was flirty with her, but she never cheated. So hopefully Uncle Phil the same way, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna blow up in his face. Of course she gonna keep making advances at him, but is he gonna turn it down? We shall see. And speaking of Jeffrey, Uncle Phil has a hidden camera in his office and finds out that Jeffrey is looking for his son, but for some reason that can't happen. And I'm like, you already tried to keep Will's dad away from him, so why are you trying to keep Jeffrey's son away from him? So we're going to get more into what this about later. And back on the fellowship, Will was going to drop out of the fellowship, but Doc convinces him for to stay in because it would look good to D1 schools. And now Carlton got some competition on his hands. Because Will is definitely not dropping out now. Like, if Will actually wins, I wonder how is that going to affect Carlton. And I do think it's messed up because, yeah, it's cool that Will got nominated and stuff, but this is something that Carlton has always wanted. I'm pretty sure he worked hard for. And like he said, Will ain't know nothing about it. And the girl really just did it for to give Carlton competition and make him mad. So it's really not cool, but it is what it is. I do agree with what he said, though. He does have great leadership skills, and he shouldn't let the opportunity fly away. So I do agree with that still. But it is kind of still like, dang. But how do y'all feel about that? And lastly, we're going to talk about Will, Jackie, and Lisa. So Will asks Lisa to teach him how to swim because she's the best swimmer at Bel-Air. She goes along with it, and they have this lovely link up. They're both having fun. You could tell that old feelings are kind of surfacing, but they don't do anything. But you could see it in her face that she's kind of being hopeful that they're going to get back together. And he does kind of make it seem like that sometimes how he looks at her, but he ain't really checking for her like that right now. So later on at Anville's art show, Jackie's there performing, and I'm thinking that he's going to want to keep them apart, but he kisses Jackie right in front of Lisa and give no fucks about it. And even beforehand, when he asked her to help him swim, I was like, don't be so available for him and be happy to help him, because that's a quick way for her to get messed over by dudes. But of course she agreed to it because she's cool with him, they're friends, and she thinking it's gonna go elsewhere. But later on she sees what being nice and available when he asks got her and holding on to hope because he kissing on another girl. She takes it well, and Jackie realizes that they had something going on. Later on, Will tries to go talk to Lisa, but she can't even look at him, and he's giving her this talk about how they're great friends, and he's not interested in being friends, and I don't blame him, because after being in a relationship and being in bed together, why would we want to be friends? You just want to use me. You want me to come through for you. But you want to run off and be with another girl who ain't got to put in as much work. It's like, you deserve better than that. Like, when he did that, I just wanted to come through the screen and punch him. But I guess I've been through similar experience. So I feel like they portrayed that perfectly. And I'm growing to more and more like Felisa. I feel like she's coming more and more to the role. And he was like, I thought you was with Drew and all that. It's like, you ain't really think that. Still, that's just a crazy way. Doing that right in front of her face. How could you think that would be cool with her? You wanted to make her jealous. You wanted to be a macho man. And it backfired because now she don't want to deal with you. No, I'm blaming her. And I was so happy that she turned them down. Because a lot of times dudes think their charm and their sweet words to get them back in. And that's enough. And it's not. Because as long as you putting in, he'll be giving it to another girl. Why buy the cow when you can have the milk for free? So she's doing the right thing, and of course, He probably gonna end up chasing her in the end. Do y'all think they still gonna get back together? Do y'all think he's gonna be with Jackie? Do y'all think Will need to be single or play the field or whatever, like in the original? How do y'all feel about all the other characters? Do y'all think Jazz is overreacting? Do y'all think Uncle Phil is kind of shady? Because he always doing something behind the scenes. How do y'all feel about that Will, Lisa, Jackie situation? Let me know your thoughts on everything below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.